Good morning, students. As you know, we are doing the chapter Private, Public and Global Enterprises, and in that concern we have already learned forms of public enterprises. We have learned the government undertakings and statutory corporation. Today we will learn the government company. First of all, we should understand what is government company. Government company is that company in which not less than 51% shares of paid up capital is held by central government, state government, or by both the government. Okay, and we can take the examples of government company. Here in India, Hindustan Insecticides Limited is a company which is government company, and another is State Trading Corporation of India. This is second type, this is a second company, and Hindustan Cables Limited. These are the examples of government company. So students, I think you have understood what is the meaning of government company. The most important thing is 51% shareholder, minimum 51% shareholders are of government sector, whether they are central government or state government. This is the main point in the government company. Now we will understand what are the features of government company. It is registered or incorporated under Companies Act 1956. As you know, any company is incorporated under this Act 1956. This is Act for incorporating the limited companies. So as other companies are incorporated, in the same way government companies are also incorporated. And the second point is it has a separate legal entity. As you have already learned, statutory corporations are also has the separate legal entity. In the same way government company has also the separate entity. Okay, now the third feature is management is regulated by the provision of Companies Act, because the government company, like other companies, are incorporated under Companies Act 1956. So any company which is incorporated under this act, that company will have to follow the rules and regulations as rules and regulations are described in this act. In the same way this company will also follow the rules and regulations of the 1956. Okay, now we will understand the fourth feature. Employees are recruited and appointed as per the rules and regulations contained in memorandum and association, and article of association. As you know, all the rules and regulations of a company are written under the memorandum and article association. In the same way this company has also its memorandum and article of association, and all the rules and regulations are written, as you know. So they can appoint the employees under those rules and regulations of article and memorandum of association. Okay, the fifth point is the government company obtains its funds. This is very important point, from where this government company will get their fund to survive. They will get their fund from government shareholdings and private shareholdings, and it can also raise funds from capital market, as any company can arrange their fund, but they cannot arrange their funds from the government shareholdings. but the government company can also get the fund from the government shareholdings. In this way, we can understand what is the meaning and what are the features. Now we will understand what are the merits or advantages of government companies. The first merit is it can be easily formed. As per the provisions of Company Act, any company can be easily formed if they incorporated under Companies Act 1956. In the same way, this company will also be incorporated very easily. And the main point in this is only the executive decisions of government is required. This is other than the companies, the limited companies. Here you are seeing only the executive decisions. The main executive decisions are being taken by the government. Okay, this is the difference. And the second merit is it enjoys the autonomy in the management decision and flexibility in day-to-day working. As you know, there should be flexibility, and we are doing the work. They are not rigid. They cannot be rigid. If they become very rigid, it will be very difficult to earn the profits and survive the company very well. Okay, now we will see the third point. These are able to control the market and curb unhealthy business practices. If there is unhealthy practice, they can check. And other point is they have the control over the market. Market means capital market. Okay, now we will see the limitations. As you know, this company works under the government officials. Whether this company is doing this company works under the rules and regulations of Companies Act 1956. Even then, because this is a public sector, so many politicians, ministers and officials interfere in the different type of work, different type of decision, and it suffers a lot. On the other hand, in limited companies, government cannot force so broadly, as they have the interference in the decisions of the government company. Okay, so students, I think you have understood all the forms of public enterprises deeply, government undertakings, statutory corporations, and today we have learned government company and all the merits, features, limitations. I think you have understood very well. Now we will discuss some more thing in the next video. Till then, thank you.